I'm Carson Osberg. I'm one of the other training and technical assistance attorneys at CAST. And the tip that I wanted to flag may seem kind of basic, but it is for folks to review prior to filing any T visa application, the USCIS policy manual sections on T visas, which were released in October 2021. I think reviewing the policy manual is a critical first step to understanding T visa eligibility and how the agency views the eligibility requirements. And it's fairly comprehensive and contains language that practitioners should be familiar with and be prepared to cite upon RFE or NOID or denial. I also want to remind folks that the T visa regulations are pending finalization, and once that happens, the policy manual should be updated to correspond to any regulatory changes, and those regulations are slated to be finalized this year. So I wanted to briefly touch on some sections that include particularly helpful language or clarification and that are discussed in more detail in an advisory that CAST put together with ASISTA that will be available on the website, as I mentioned, with the other materials for this roundtable. So first, the manual now includes a definition of harboring in the trafficking context, as well as a non-inclusive list of harboring factors. And it also includes a non-inclusive list of serious harm factors. It confirms that trafficking can occur in the context of a smuggling case, and it instructs adjudicators to look to the alleged trafficker's intent, clarifying that the intent may have changed over time and that the perpetrator's motivations may be multifaceted. The manual confirms that trafficking can occur in the context of an intimate partner relationship, and it indicates USCIS's view that the focus of DVHT analysis is whether the abusive partner intended to place the victim in a condition of servitude. The manual clarifies that an applicant can file a T visa on the basis of an attempted trafficking scheme where there were no labor or services completed due to some interruption, like an escape. It includes some important sections on physical presence, as Erica already mentioned. And finally, it includes some useful law enforcement cooperation clarifications, including that trafficking may be reported outside of the jurisdiction where it occurred, for example, to a federal law enforcement agency with jurisdiction. And it also confirms USCIS's long-held policy that the age-based cooperation exemption applies to applicants who were minors during any part of their trafficking.